We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. We have a huge shift today, one of my favorites. Mars has shifted into Gemini until September 4th. Mars is planet of sex. It's also planet of our goals and action. And of course, Gemini rules communication and travel. This is huge, as this is a big alignment that is powerful. Don't forget that Gemini is sign of the twins, or the twin flames too. So this is a huge alignment that is great for healing communication issues. Probably you're going to say it. This is also all about connecting with our inner desires. Remember that Mars not just rules our sex life, but it also rules our masculine energy too, and how we express that. Something we're usually repressing too. So this is a time to get sensual. Like if someone wants you, they're probably going to say something to you, and you're going to know it during this transit or during this alignment too. Powerful energies though for healing any type of communication blocks going on with the twin flames. Make sure that you're double checking your messages though. This is a time where we should be careful with our communication, as we realize that words manifest, our thoughts and words manifest, especially as we're getting ready for that full moon too. You guys be careful with hexting. I was like, what is that? It's hate texting, right? Like things might get a little passionate and fiery right now as we're dealing with this energy. We're also in this Capricorn full moon vibe right now. Both are bringing some powerful energies. Remember that this is the second Capricorn full moon in a month. It's the second Capricorn full moon of the summer, which usually doesn't happen. I always just say it's like a strange glitch, but we will be completing or wrapping up a karmic cycle that kicked off last month with last month's June 21st Capricorn full moon. So we're doing the July 21st one right now. We're very much in these energies. It's all about, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, it's all about closing out karmic cycles. Remember that Saturn rules karma and also time. Remember, sometimes twin flames are waiting on divine timing or that healing work that needs to be done too. And then this one is a little different though, because it's happening during Saturn retrograde. Last month we weren't in a Saturn retrograde, but we are right now. So this is a time to really review and think about your plan moving forward. It's a great time to be thinking about the future, setting long-term goals, and reflecting on where you are at right now. Remember that this is a relationship reading, but just take what resonates for you, for your specific situation, I always say. If you need a one-on-one session with me, make sure you're doing those phone calls with me. They will help you so much with doing this inner work. You guys can just book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I have tons of twin flame readings, healings. I always say do more energy work. I have lots of healings, clearings, and activations on there. It will help you so much with your situation. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for working you through this process, because oftentimes it entails a lot on the twin flame journey. That's why they call it a twin flame journey, right? So if you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I have a ton of healings and activations I will be doing with today's alignment too, for this Mars and Gemini alignment. You guys can find any of that on my shop. I have a nice little search bar too if you're trying to heal specific issues. Okay, so let's start with a reading for the divine feminine, divine masculine. Take this as messages from your DF. So divine feminine collective, divine masculine, if you're watching, messages to the masculine. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand. Okay, twin flames are going to challenge you to grow. They're not going to let you sit in your comfort zone. That's the karmics. I just pointed out to my twin flame, their karmics been in the same spot for 20 years. Okay, same place, like not moving out of the 3D. And I know we like our comfort zone, but your twin flame is going to probably push your buttons, trigger you, and kind of, we'll say, challenge you to grow and to expand, especially if you're in toxic programming or patterns. Obviously, they're going to try to help you to heal these things and these deeper issues. Oftentimes, twin flames are the literal yin and the yang of the divine feminine masculine energies too. Polar opposites. You'll notice I'm still always trying to understand the mirroring effect between twin flames, and sometimes it's literal polar opposites too. There's nothing worse than sitting in your comfort zone. We're being reminded of that too in the 3D. I know. In order to ascend into a 5D reality, it's going to cost you your 3D and your 4D life. You're like, what? I thought I did that. Yeah, you have a spiritual awakening, you ascend into the 4D and even the 5D, and sometimes it can take you in spirals and all around. So you're having to do a lot of inner work, especially at raising your vibrational frequency. This is why it is natural that you are closing out right now karmic connections of your past. This is coming up huge for this Capricorn full moon in Saturn, needing to get rid of the karmic attachment. Sometimes this is toxic family, toxic partners of your past, just kind of depends too. So we have a lot of that kind of coming up right now of karmic cycles are closing out. I know. This could be other challenges, blocks, obstacles, things in the background. It just kind of depends on how this has manifested into your reality. There's a huge release of past life karma right now to help the twin flames. Remember, it doesn't matter where you're at in the process, you're working towards union. Sometimes you can go through separations, multiple separations, and you may not feel that way, but this is the path to union. Sometimes when you're in a separation, use this space to work on yourself. So if Divine Feminine, you are navigating some type of separation or slow coming into union, because that's what it is, with your twin flame, make sure that you're working on other areas of your life right now. This can be a chance for you to raise your frequency and to up level to higher timelines, higher frequencies, and even to raise up your energy. No one ever loved me again the way you did. I never appreciated you till you were gone. So I realized both twin flames are experiencing abandonment wounds and issues, but on the opposite end, oftentimes it depends on how you're going through that. This is why sometimes there can be a lot of twin flame, we'll say rejection, hurts, and even separation that comes up too. This is all from inner child stuff. You're going to notice if you get honest about your childhood experience that your twin flame will mirror this in some type of way with your family dynamic. It doesn't matter how, you carry the same childhood wounds. You also have had similar experiences in your past relationships and past connections too. When you start to dig deep, it could have been the types of partners that you were attracting, the type of lessons that you had. There's such a mirroring. At any stage in your life, this person was mirroring you with their experiences. And I really feel that's because you planned out your lives together. You're like, what? I know. And there's a lot of similarity, even on the bigger universal blueprint kind of level too. So you have similar wounds that are being expressed possibly in opposites. If you're super codependent, you're going to probably have your twin flame is super independent. And it just kind of depends. So this can express itself in different ways. I've awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. Divine Feminine is awake to this connection. You've been made aware of it. It's important that you are, so you know how to navigate this experience and so that you can do the deeper work with this connection, because it's going to trigger so much healing baggage. Twin flame can put people in states of separation, dark night of the soul if you haven't had one. It can be very void-like to navigate. It triggers all of your trauma, and it can even trigger new trauma dealing with the twin flame experience itself. Old wounds come to surface. A lot of old emotions come to the surface to be cleansed and purged out too. So this is like a huge healing experience at the same time. And sometimes we don't always understand what is happening on the higher levels within the physical. There's a lot of energy work that is needing to be done when you are a twin flame to end up to clear this energy and to integrate those higher twin flame frequencies too. I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. They used to light up my world. If you are apart, you will spend every second missing this person. Know that they miss you too, but they might be going through their own stuff on their side. So Divine Feminine is much more, not all the time, but communicative usually. Divine Masculine, sometimes when they're going through a rough time, they pull back and they think they can do it on their own and they isolate, and usually it makes them feel yuckier and worse and things like that. So if you have something like that going on, just know that sometimes you may be dealing with the healing differently. Make sure that you're clearing your energy and healing yourself. When you get into those higher frequencies, it will very much help to trigger some of those subtle changes with your twin flame too. If you're working on your healing, they will be too on their side. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. You may be trying to move on, but you can't, you'll find, or you think you've moved on and you're being guided back to this person. It depends on where you're at in this journey too. Sometimes you guys think that you may be done and you go into a separation, but the universe will very much guide you both back when you're ready and can handle the connection again. I should have believed in you. You always had my best interest at heart. You tame my demons. I'm afraid that I lost you forever, and it will feel like that in separation, but remember that this is a temporary stage of the journey. It's important that you're surrendering to the process and trusting the universe. Pay attention to the higher, we'll say, downloads, messages, signs, and synchronicities that you get. I'm ready to take my mask off. Both I've been going through, I talked yesterday a lot about ego death and clearing layers of ego and going through that rebirth energy. I know usually you do the caterpillar in the cocoon, you turn into the sticky mess, and then of course you go through the transformation, the DNA upgrades, and come out the caterpillar. We're kind of in that energy now as we're moving through the summer, I know, and we go through many cycles as we cycle along with the bigger seasons and cycles of the earth too. So we're in the good stage. We're coming out of the cocoon, the caterpillar, as we're getting ready to come into the lion's gate in Leo season, and then of course we're going to die again for the winter with the earth, right? And so we go through these cycles, and so twin flame takes us through its own cycle too. But you're probably feeling a lot better. It depends on where you're at within this journey. I always say that when you go into a separation, you do a ton of purging, on both sides. All of this energy, fear, negative frequencies, lower frequencies comes to the surface, but you're going to emerge a different person, and you're going to feel a lot better. Know that when you come together, you'll be more balanced in your energies. Sometimes the cause of separation is energetic imbalances between both of you too. I know it could get draining or too intense or overwhelming. The energies, or maybe one or both wasn't at a high enough frequency to handle this twin flame energy. I understand how important you are in my life. I've been working on myself, and you're being guided to keep working on yourself, Divine Feminine, knowing that it is helping this union. Your twin flame will mirror back the changes that you're making energetically and in your life. I'm scared you will reject me. This person may have. And usually the core of rejecting someone else is fear that you've rejected them first. So it's like the same thing manifests back and forth. Healing any of these kind of wounds or inner child wounds will help a lot with the dynamic. You have too many blocks for union still. Being guided to do some energy clearing, energy work. I have a ton of clearing blocks for union healings on my website. Usually we have internal blocks that are blocking our love life from past relationships, old traumas, old experiences, and even fears that we've stockpiled energetically that affect our energetic system. Divine Feminine, you're being guided to do more clearing and healing work right now. I search for you in every lifetime. This is a deep past life connection. You might notice that since you met this person, they've been in some way on all of your timelines, especially if you've been, I don't want to say traveling through the ascension. Traveling through the ascension. You might notice that in some capacity, this person is around on all of your timelines. They might play a different role, but they're always present in some type of way. Whether they're there in the background, you're thinking about them, or even communicating too. So now that we've gone into Mars and Gemini, there's going to be a lot more communication happening with your twin flame stuff, right? You might be guided to reach out. They might be guided to reach out. You could get that phone call, text, whatever it is. Just expect more communication from now until September, especially as we're going into these high frequency energies. You're going to start to really, really feel this person in that energy pull the next couple of months. We will come together once fully healed. And so work on your side of things. I always call it like the curtain comes up when you're in separations and you're being guided to work on your side of things. This is so that you really have to work on yourself too. The universe is always orchestrating this behind the scenes to make you a better person. When you met your twin flame, you still had a lot of baggage and issue and garbage to resolve. That's the truth of it. And that many of you weren't as ready for union as you think, I know, for different things. You're going to know what you're being guided to work on. This is why it's very important to keep your energy clear and to tune into your own inner guidance of what to do on your side of things. And when you come together, it will be much healthier too. Have faith in the universe. This is bigger than us at the moment. So also trusting the universe and this divine path. This is a lot of what twin flame is about too. My soul recognizes yours and longs to be with you. There's a very strong soul pull. There's a magnetic romantic attraction with twin flames. You both feel it. A lot of people say, do they feel this too? Oh yeah, I know. It shakes up your whole life. They don't call it twin flame for nothing, right? With the fire. And so it is a purification process that we go through. It is a cleansing process that we go through. Many of you guys, if you're in separation, you're being kept single for this partnership. You're being guided to really do that high level of energy work. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Time to work on this partnership. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Make sure that you also have good boundaries. Some of these divine masculines walk all over you, take you for granted, and don't treat you good. Right there, I know. Some of them have been treating you like your karmic ex. I posted, right? Like they're trying to do the same stuff with you, and you're like, yeah, okay, that might have worked on that person at that level, but hey. All right, I'm just saying. Okay, so you need to also make sure that your self-care, take care of yourself, take care of your other priorities in your life. This relationship or any of your relationships, while they are a big focus and a big part of your spiritual path, you're also here to do other things, right, in your life. Make sure you're working on yourself, other areas of your life, and make sure you're also respecting yourself too. And this is something new coming up within the collective fields. Divine Feminine is being guided to heal their feminine line, but also there's the collective fields within the feminine, I know. And that when things are changing on planet Earth, I was saying we're coming into these equal partnerships, I know. And a lot of the masculines were used to their control dramas with their karmics and having the upper hand and things like that. You're actually here to become a power couple. I know, and you fit nicely together to do that. I know, right? And it's like, yes, and respecting each other and on that equal level, which can make people uncomfortable when they're coming out of the past toxicity, especially if that wasn't the type of childhood that you grew up in and things like that. You guys are on that equal level. It is all about balance. So when we talk about Libra energy, which has a lot to do with our relationships as it rules relationships, it's all about that karmic balance and the scales, right? I know the plates, we call them the plates, and the divine feminine, divine masculine, but staying balanced within our relationships too. So when there's imbalances, it becomes karmic and karmic energies, staying balanced within each other. All right, new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This can be your twin flame. Obviously, this is a twin flame reading. For some, your twin flame, if they are not getting it together, I hate saying this isn't going to be for everyone, don't panic, but if they're not getting it together, you're noticing that since you've been healing and getting that glow up, a lot of people are noticing you. This goes for both sides. And you're going to notice since your twin flame came into your life that all of a sudden you become very energetically attractive to everyone, right? And you're noticing that. So just be mindful of that too. There are new people that are getting your attention, but I always say really follow your attention, your guidance, and your own downloads of what you're getting, because sometimes you are being guided to work through these spaces and to wait for this person. However, it always depends on your own unique situation and what is going on. If you are confused, you need clarity, you need to know what to do, just get at me on my website. It's going to help you a ton. So just know that too. Everyone is different of what to be doing for these situations. All right, this is your twin flame though. You already know that. I don't know who needs that confirmation, right? Okay, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor for your love life right now, especially if you're in separation. I was going to put this message in there earlier for someone. Time to work on your finances. This could be how you're spending money, how you're attracting money, getting in that creative flow, but it's like getting your finances in order. We have a big theme of that across the planet. Sometimes we're being guided to simplify or change our life because of ascension and to focus less on the material, more on the spiritual, or to pay attention to what we're putting our material into. Okay, time to stand up for yourself and share your voice. You're coming out of the cave. You've had enough lifetimes of silence and being silenced. This is activating your throat chakra. Speak your truth. I know, share how you feel. It's like, get it out. Like, right? Okay, so I was talking to someone last night and they had a lot of repressed emotions and it was having an effect physically, right? So when we don't speak up and we just stuff everything down, this is where we have problems. Mental health imbalances, physical health problems, things like that. Make sure you're speaking your truth and how you feel. You've been training for this for many, many lifetimes. And with your twin flame, you guys travel through galaxies, planets, and star systems together. You came to Earth together. We forget that, right? You came to Earth to be with this person. You knew what the work was going to entail of clearing these karmic connections before your twin flame. You've met this person. As soon as you've met your twin flame, you are ready for union. Of course, we have free will and things can go off of how things go, but you are getting prepped for union no matter what. Since meeting this person, you've met this person for a reason. Have fun. Don't be so serious in this connection. You know what's amazing? When you guys are getting along and you're in union and there is that beautiful playful energy between you both. I love the Leo energy. Leo energy. We're going into Leo season. Play, have fun, get romantic, right? With this person. Bring some playful vibes into this connection. Flirt. Gemini is great for flirting. Boundaries. Where do you need to have better boundaries? And with your twin flame too. So we were talking about this too. Your twin flame might be someone who walks all over you or pushes your buttons. Use those triggers to grow, but also stay in your power right now, even though it's your twin flame. All right, devotion, time to really open up your heart chakra and tune into your heart. A lot of twin flame work requires healing deep wounds, hurts from the heart chakra, and healing our heart chakra. It requires us to stay open to love and to tear down all of our own walls, because when our twin flame tries to do that, it doesn't work out well. To tear down and release all of our own walls that we have built up, arming us from love. A lot of times you guys have never been in love until you've met your twin flame and gone deep within an actual spiritual connection with them. You think you have. And so I know, right? Karmic love is fake love. Okay, you've done a lot of karmic out of obligation. Like the karmics of your past, these were obligated past life connections. So it is your twin flame that you will experience the highest state of unconditional love with. Now, some of you guys are trying to act very conditional with your twin flame because you're coming out of these karmic paradigms. You love this person no matter what. You both do. All right, so Six of Swords. We have so many of your masculine. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 or 5 cards of your masculine coming through. Wow, okay. So your masculine's higher self is coming through. There's some type of spiritual journey that they're on. They're healing right now. They're in a space of healing. This might be affecting your union, throwing it off or delaying it too, because they're like in their healing bubble. They need to release the baggage on their side. You might have done a little bit more work than them, maybe not. So while they're in this period of healing too, doesn't matter if you're in union or separation, but could be a separation just judging by these cards, but it depends. Make sure that you are healing yourself. They're going through a hard time on their side. This might be their whole life. They have their own drama going on outside of this twin flame union and their own baggage. This can also represent travel and travels overseas. Remember that Mercury rules Gemini, and Gemini rules travel and traveling overseas, especially shorter trips and things like that. But this represents the spiritual journey, I say, and traveling between worlds, right? This is your higher self or spiritual guide trying to move you between worlds. This person might be in between worlds right now. They're being guided to go on a greater spiritual journey, or even this can represent ascending out of the 3 and the 4D into the 5D. Okay, this person is really focused on other people, the fame. They might be interested in, and this could be, they might have a big social media following. They might be popular on social media. They might just be, really interested in ego, how they look to other people. They might have a lot of women followers and fans on their page, and that feeds their ego in some type of way. So we have that energy. All right, this is the Page of Swords. So this person might be acting defensive and cold with you and closed off. They might be acting sarcastic or kind of bratty, not communicating with you, or being very negative when they are. It just kind of depends. I was saying some of these masculines, not everyone, but I've seen some of the masculines being a little bit grumpy, dealing with these energies. You're like, what? They amplify where you're at too. And this could be about the situation too. So they might be being very negative about you or even the connection. They're purging out a lot and healing right now. Just understand that. All right, this is King of Pentacles, and this is like some of them are really focused, because it's in reverse, on being materialistic, being lazy. Some of them may have karmics in the background. This isn't for everyone, but this could be a cheating card too, and that they could have other karmics that they are not ready to lose or clear, that are doing something for their ego, or they would do that work, right? So if they have karmic attachments, I know this could be other relationships. This could be, wives, girlfriends, exes in the background, stuff like that. This is like big clearing work coming up, and it's in the divine feminine side to let you know, because we have the masculine is in a very sad energy right now. They're focusing on loss. If you're in separation, they're still reeling over a heartbreak with you and the loss of the connection. They have regrets over this, and they've had a lot of emotional baggage coming up, and they're feeling abandoned in some type of way. So they might have even kicked off the separation, and now they're feeling that abandonment wound, like they didn't care at first, and now they're feeling the effects of it with their abandonment wound being triggered, or it could have been the other way around, but they're feeling this abandonment wound coming up. They're having to deal with a lot of inner child trauma that they didn't resolve. All right, we have a new beginning coming. This is good news and new energy. This is like getting fired up. Mars is take action energy. It's make stuff happen and going after what you want. This might be the energy that you're in right now, Divine Feminine. You have new opportunities, new connections, and new things coming into your life that are very exciting. You might have a lot of abundance flowing your way. New higher energies. As you're doing this energy work, your energy is vibrating higher. And this is why sometimes you're being guided to do that healing work too. And it's paying off in many ways of your life or many areas of your life. So just know that for Divine Feminine, just being guided to keep doing that energy work and knowing that it's helping you. All right, we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine now just to see where they're at. All right, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, if you're watching, messages from your masculine. I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You are never a stranger to you. And you'll know because this person is not a person. Usually they could be from your past, but generally not. This is usually someone who came into your life and never left. But this is a past life connection. You were destined to meet in this lifetime. You mapped it out. You planned it out. And you guys already knew that as soon as you met. You had the plan of what to do. But sometimes, some people didn't want to implement that plan and might have messed it up or sabotaged it. I see a lot of people with trauma sabotaging these relationships out of fear or hesitance and things like that. So this is a past life connection. This is your person. Can you just let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? You guys might have had a lot of things that happened in the past. Sometimes there's a lot of blocks, obstacles, or things that were said or happened between twin flames too. Divine Masculine wants to let go of the past and start over or move forward from the past if you're in union. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. They miss talking to you. This is a communication card. If there's not a lot of communication, they miss talking to you. They miss the talks that you used to have, and they miss your emotional support, Divine Feminine. That's something huge that the masculine needs for you, just being there as a friend or talking to you. If there's distance or separation, the masculine is feeling it hardcore right now. All right, I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. This person is trying to find themselves. They might be losing parts of themselves from this connection. We talked about ego, death, and we'll say finding themselves again. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. This person is feeling a lot of strong and heavy feelings for you. You've triggered a lot of deep feelings. They might need time to sort out these feelings and how they feel about you. They know they're in love with you, and this could be scary to them in some way, but they're sorting out how they feel about you. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. This person might have thought they could easily let you go, like the karmics from their past, and they didn't realize the gravity or the profound twin flame connection. They might not have understood this connection, but this is how we learn too. So they might have thought they could let go of you easily. They found they can't. They can't get you off of their mind, their dreams. They're thinking about you, especially late at night, early in the morning. You're always there in some way. They're going to do everyday life, and they're seeing little reminders of you. They're hanging out with other couples, and they're thinking of you. They're feeling your absence if you're not there in a big way, especially with their higher self, trying to get their attention, to get them on track in some way. I've been watching your socials and admiring your pictures. This person might watch your social media, especially if you're on there a lot. I always say that. I know, right? They're always watching you all of the time, especially online, and trying to see what you're doing, especially to see if you've moved on, if in separation, because this is a big fear that hangs over the masculine. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. And I don't think that this person might have even realized the connection until they've lost it, or what they had right in front of their face, I always say. They might have been too busy looking for other options or thinking the grass would be greener without you. And they found that it most certainly isn't. So they're starting to realize, as I said, the profound nature of this twin flame connection. I knew you were the one when I met you. And so you guys know it when you meet. You're made aware of it, both of you, because you're both very spiritually attuned and tapped in, and usually spiritually awakened at this point. It's only when the fear creeps up and the doubt and the worry and the things that twin flames must move through to clear, and the own distortions in our energetic field that kind of bubble to the surface. I regret what I did to you. They might know that they didn't treat you well in some type of way. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. So if they know that they've done you wrong, it's kind of eating them up right now. I want to make things right. And so they might be trying to plan out what to do or how they can fix or heal this situation at this point. I will wait for you. There's no one else. And that's a big question people ask. Are they dating someone? This person isn't. I've seen visions and glimpses of our future together. They might understand that you could have, we talked about that power couple, have an amazing future together that they can't have by themselves in some type of way due to this combination of twin flame energies. So they've been shown that you are their future. Yes, I'm your twin flame. We've done this dance many lives together, and they know that you are their person. They recognize this connection. Our souls speak the same language, only that you and I get, and this could be some of the signs and synchronicities that only your twin flame would understand. Like you go to talk to someone else and it's like, yeah. It's like speaking butterfly to caterpillars. Your twin flame gets you in a way on a soul level that no one else will get. My soul wants to merge with your strong merge energies. I was saying Kundalini on fire energies with this Mars transit, right? You guys that are twin flames are going to be feeling that. And it's just such a strong pull to each other too. So they're feeling that soul merge pull to you. Once again, Divine Masculine is being guided to try to be more fun and playful and to recapture the romance. Some of you guys are acting way old. Oh my God, we have this Capricorn moon, especially if you have Capricorn placements. You guys act like 9,000 years old and you're quite young, right? Like when you were a kid. All right, okay, so this is like getting into that inner child playful energy. I don't mean your inner child trauma. I mean like having fun in life, right? All right. Very soon. Decide what you want so that it will come to you now. Divine Masculine, you are holding up some of this stuff on your side. Once you decide what you want and you're manifesting this union, it will set something into motion. Decide what you want. You're very attracted to your Divine Feminine. Remember that. On every level. Okay, let your friends help you, but definitely when some of these people aren't twin flames, I said they might plant negative seeds against your union. You're like, look, and more doubt and worry and things like that. A lot of people are unhealed in areas of love, and they tend to project that onto you. And a lot of them, maybe they know your twin flame, maybe not, but especially if they don't know your twin flame and they're talking about them, be mindful. Do not gossip about your twin flame, this alignment, especially over the next couple of months. This will throw off your union too. This is why when you need help, sometimes your friends and family, they can't help you unless they're like level ascended into the 5D and twin flame union. How would they know how to help you through the process? Make sure you're going to a professional, right, to get help with this. Yes, get help if you need it. Some of you guys stay stuck, blocked because you're really, really stubborn and think you got it, but it's like, it's not moving. If things are not moving, set up a session on my site. Pay attention to the red flags, Divine Masculine. You're seeing them all with your Divine Feminine. You are here to help her heal too. It helps you if you point out things with her. It will help her to see things that you see and to heal with your gifts. All right, call back your power and cut your cords. Protection right now. You're going through some type of soul retrieval. You are being made whole through the healing work that you're doing. Make sure that you're protecting your energy right now. Make sure that you're grounding your energy right now. You are an empath. You're highly sensitive. Connect with nature right now. That will help you. Pleiadian starseed, you already know this. We talked about the connection with the stars. A lot of you guys are on a double mission. You're here to channel and uplift humanity. You're channeling that energy here into the physical, and it is powerful galactic energies. So if you're a galactic starseed, your twin flame is too, no matter where they're at. Some of them might be very awake, some of them not so much, right? So you have that connection with the Pleiadians, and you're going to notice that about your twin flame, that you have a lot of the same star alignments. Like I said, you've traveled to these same planets, and we'll call them schools. We can call Earth a school too, Earth school. And so you've traveled to these other star system and done these schools of learning with your twin flame, which brought you to Earth. You came to Earth during a critical time in the awakening for a very important reason. You guys are meant to do some type of twin flame mission together. It is your energy together that activates certain things. And so you guys know that you'll know very, very fast of what that mission is and what you should be doing. In fact, this is probably what draws your twin flame to you on some type of level, because your gifts are very similar in what you do. And you each have your own set of gifts, but when you interlock these gifts and begin to work together, this is where the magic happens. All right, Star Mother, how can you take care of yourself? A lot of you guys had very toxic mother figures. I hate to say that, but a lot of you guys did. Sometimes it was on the opposite side for like the Divine Feminine. We're talking about the masculine right now too. So you guys might have had a controlling mother situation. It just kind of depends. We'll say your mother might have been a little too much and didn't have good boundaries and was a little too involved in your life. Healing from that. Make sure you're having compassion and love for yourself, especially if your Divine Feminine isn't around, because your Divine Feminine was helping you to heal some type of mother wound, because they might have been a very motherly person or caring person and might have given you that kind of love that you need. We have the Three of Swords, and this is in reverse. You're actually letting go of past pain from this situation. A lot of you guys have blamed your twin flame for the pain that has come up, but this was pain that you'd already been through in the past that they have re-triggered. It's a hard connection, and you're recovering from the sadness. You're healing from heartbreak. If you're in a third-party situation, this could just be a karmic situation. This could be actual karmics, ex-partners, family members. You're ending these third-party connections. You're understanding that you're elevating your frequency and that they have no place in your life and certainly no place in your union, right? All right, so you are clearing whatever third-party blockages have been in the way of this union on your side. This will be required. See, your life was fine until you met your twin flame, until your twin flame comes along, and then you're going to notice there are certain things in the way. You might lose a lot of friends and family on the journey of awakening. That is the work that is required, though. Some of these are deep karmic connections from past lifetimes that we need to clear, that are affecting our energy as they're corded to us, because we have that cut your cords, and affecting us. This is my favorite card because it's me. Okay, this is good news and money. Make sure you're working on your finances, your health, and laying solid foundations. You're meant to learn right now. I always think of this card as like the learning, the student, right? This is like being a student of life, picking up new skills, trades, right? Things like that. But it's also a pentacle energy. We have a healing card. A healing of your finances happening for both twin flames right now. But this is, your next three cards are all swords. This is on the mental level happening. So we do have this heal your root chakra so you can bring more money into your life. And we talked about clearing the karma to do that. These next are all about the mind. This is your divine feminine coming through. She might have a way with words or be a little harsh with her tongue or the things that she says. She might just say it, no filter. You might be kind of quiet and reserved and they might just say it, or vice versa. But we're talking to the masculine right now. So she'll tell you the truth and how she feels. She got no problem telling you how she feels. We know these feelings change and, energies change. Feelings are just energies. And this is like, your divine feminine is fierce. I always think of this. I always say that was my mom card. I didn't realize till later, right? She is fierce and she will tell you how it is. And this is like cutting off anything low vibrational out of your energy too. So your divine feminine is there with the sword to help you to cut through the cords of your past. And you might not realize that. You'll be like, what is going on here? This woman in your life is here to help you to get rid of the pain from your past and to move forward clear and anew. And to help you on an energetic level too. So we do have this communication kind of energy, but also, like I said, clearing your energy. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, and you might feel trapped or stuck right now. This is like being in that, you're worrying too much. This is like anxiety, feeling powerless. You're in your head a lot, and you might have some mental confusion or fear that you are trying to clear or work through or to heal that is affecting you about this situation. You might have had fear to commit or do union, or something might have gotten in the way, because we have this Nine of Swords, and this is like, once again, in the head. You have a lot of fear and anxiety coming up. You're worrying about this. This is like worrying for nothing. You might be having bad dreams, not sleeping well. You're blowing things out of proportion. This is like, when we deal with that energy, this is part of the healing, and it's actually not as it seems. Like, this guy doesn't need to be up worrying. Everything's okay in your life. Right? This guy is stressed and worried and can't sleep and in bed. Like, you might be in bed a lot. You might be, in that hermit mode, maybe laying around a little too much, and that's okay. But with this card, with this energy, everything is actually okay, but this person doesn't see that. They're so in their head about it, they can't see things clearly and see that things are actually going pretty well with it. This is a twin flame reading too. And so, maybe you're withdrawing a little too much and worrying yourself. So we talk about healing the thoughts and things like that. Take care with your thoughts. That will help you to move through this process. You're clearing a lot of fear and low vibrational energies. Do some stuff that's good for you. This cards were also telling you to kind of get outside, get into nature, stay positive with your mindset. This will help with how you're seeing the situation. So you might just be in a really negative mindset about things for no reason too. All right, I'm going on that note. Have a beautiful day. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I'm going to be doing those today. Well, it's 7:20 activations today. I have some healings and activations on my website for today. Of course, for tomorrow too. So make sure you guys are getting those healings in. It's a great day to be tapping into the energies. If you need some energy work or even some healings, book them on my website. Have a beautiful day.